charge behind the lines, just do a proper blitzkrieg with them. But the fact that we're not going to be able to fabricate any claims on anyone makes it a bit less useful. Now, modification to government. Let's actually think about the tank designer now. We want speed, reliability, soft attack. Don't have a light guy anymore. Max speed 5%. You have to go with Henschel. You get reliability as well. Alright, jump into that. And of course we lose 1 power per day from not having Hitler in anymore. Games of the 11th Olympiad. The 11th Olympic Games recently held in undamaged parts of devastated and newly rebuilding Berlin, Germany. 10 by athletes from the blah 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 games, blah 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 blah. So at least they've changed that when Hitler's not in charge. Why have one heavy ass tank that can't move anyway? Yeah. What's the other one? There is a super heavy thing as well, isn't there? Yeah, the mouse. I mean, sometimes I've gone for that just for the sake of it, but yeah, I hate this whole thing. You jump into the moderns directly from here if you need it at all. But I always just go for these guys and then do the is it that one? WT, yeah, God, they've changed all the things. That's anti-armor, isn't it? This one's the anti-infantry. So you jump into this one early on, and you just have these crazy fast tanks that just get behind enemy lines and just destroy them. Mouse is a meme tank, yeah. Because they never actually produced any of them in the war, did they? Panzerkampfwagen 8 Maus. Light tractor, big tractor. The Tiger. Okay, so, while nothing's happening, what order do we actually want to do? I think we just want to push down to return the Kaiser. World tension is increased by 5 for having our leader back. More than 40% support for Militarisierung. Yeah, and you see the pictures of the, what do they call it? The big railroad artillery cannon as well. I think they only built 2 of them, but only 1 was ever used. Thing was like, I don't know, 120 tons or something crazy. So, what was I looking for? The support is 30%. It's not going to get any of the cool stuff anymore because we're not fascist. Communism support. Don't have a dude for boosting this either. So what do we have to do to get it up? Daily support front line. Alright, so we just have to do this and then wait long enough for the Kaiser to return. Join faction tension limit down, send volunteers, tension limit. Will be known as the German Empire, the Deutsche National Volkspartei. Well, I guess we're going to revive the Kaiserreich. Modification of government, because we got political power for that. Chief of Army. Division attack. Organization, training time. Von Brauchitz there. Definitely going to go for speed. Hey, Zemproxers. I'm thinking we're probably going to need to go speed 5 because there's not going to be much going on. Are we still making, what is it, tea? No. Oh yeah, got to check this too. Should probably get some more oil back from the Soviets. And of course it's reset all the things we had set up here as well. Alright, knock out the rest of these again. And finish with the radio. But knock the repairs down to the bottom. And Vezerems. And Hanover. So we're going to jump straight into the tanks, yeah? Panzer Dry or Leopard. It's a year and a bit. I think we'll do this and then we'll look into doing that. Is there a 3D model thing now? Oh, cool. Don't remember reading anything about them adding that in. Alright, research. Yeah, I love Hearts of Iron 4. I haven't played it since, I think it was 31st of March. I was looking through, well, it's the last time I got one of the achievements. When the Chinese DLC came out was the last time I played, and I just kept getting slaughtered trying to do simple stuff. So I gave up on it and went and played other things for a while. So yeah, 3.5 months since I played. So this campaign is just about trying to remember how to actually play properly. And then we'll try doing some achievement runs over in Asia again, I guess. I did like some of the Chinese stuff, but there was a few bugs with like, I was playing as Guangxi. No, I think it was when I was playing as Communist China. The interactions between Japan, China, and Communist China when you're trying to do the decision stuff, things just seem to break. So I was hoping they'd get that fixed before I went back over there again. Eastern Asia's cool until we reach the Himalayas. Yeah, have you ever played Japan and tried to invade the Soviet Union? It just takes so freaking long to get through here, and then you still can't actually force them to capitulate until you get right over to Moscow. Whereas if you do it as Germany, you can do it early enough, you can just take them before the end of 37. So, you know, the next thing's probably going to be another German campaign playing as just Hitler and trying to do all those little fun games. Like the one where you take over France and Poland in the one war. So you get France to guarantee Poland, but the UK doesn't guarantee them, and then you declare war on them. And then you take out Poland, you get them as core territory, and then it's just France defending Poland, even though Poland's not in the war anymore. Because there's a weird thing about if you don't attack any French while you're in the war, all sorts of junk. So there's some good, fun stuff to be had then. Can we play Turkey after Germany? You know what? I don't think I've ever played as Turkey. What do they start as? Non-aligned? Yeah. Ataturk, or enemy of all Australians. Yeah, I don't know. We could have a go down there. What do you usually do in a Turkey campaign? Turkey is a manpower sim. You know what I haven't done is a Raj campaign in a while. That's why, like, if you play as China, the only issue is sorting out Japan, but they've fixed that with the whole mainland thing now, so you don't have to do a naval invasion. And then you just never have to worry about manpower ever again. Similar with Russia a lot of the time. Never have to go past extensive conscription. Yeah, I think the next one will be another German campaign. Then we might look at Turkey or someone. You know, I never did the Yugoslavian thing either, did I? Does Yugoslavia occupy all your neighbouring countries? I think I had one go at this and it got pretty close. But then the Allies took over too much of Italy or something. Japan becomes God after China dies. Yeah, you should look on YouTube for my Japanese campaign, where we did the Japanese blitzkrieg on the US. It was hilarious. You can get Japan to beat the US before the end of 37. That was good fun, that one. And the can the French still do the thing where they block Hitler from doing the Rhineland, and then you can take over Germany as France really quickly as well? Sort of hold them at bay along the line until they're weak enough and just punch through. Revive the Kaiser. Oh, we're going to go speed 5. This is ridiculous. Revive the Kaiserreich. And then we're going to have to wait for Return of the Kaiser. So what was the other one we were going to do? I wanted to push down through to killing Mussolini there. all the research done. So for this one, obviously, we need to come through from here. Rebuild the high seas fleet means focus on the true enemy. So have to return to the Kaiser. I guess we're going to do naval rearmament and naval effort just so we can get down to the Italian stuff. Research slots are available. We are only in 36. Do like research time reduction, but start doing the 37s. Knock all three of them out. High seas fleet would take forever, yeah. So we're just going to do it for revive the Kaiser, right? Going to do it for getting down to assassinate Mussolini, because that's for Monarchy is back in fashion. So I think might end this run after we do this. There is another German one somewhere. As Imperial Germany conquer a Caribbean island. Ugh, God, don't even know if we'd be able to reach that. Might, I don't know. We'll consider it, but knowing that this is an achievement, we'll just get down to this one and do that as some kind of a focus for this run. Now, we can't do that. Rebuild the nation. Grants consumer goods factories minus 20% for a year. Factory repair speed comes up. Screw them. Naval rearmament. Start going through that direction. Although Germany is fun once they have the fleet. You know, I haven't actually watched that many HoI 4 runs with people playing as Germany. Do people usually just blitzkrieg France and then do Operation Sea Lion straight away? Because you can land from Calais to this province in East Anglia pretty easily without having much of a fleet to disrupt them. You just get them in and then get your troops across as quickly as you can. And if you land here the first time, you can split to both the ports and then just push the rest of your army across while your fleet is just battling them, even though your fleet loses. Naval rearmament. I didn't notice that that was going to be done so quickly. All right. 35 days for naval effort. Yeah. Well, let's jump through that. And modification to government. We got 153. Let's go with maybe... do you want a theorist? We haven't done any military theories yet. Nuclear research time for Heisenberg. Blitzkrieg theorist. Armor maximum speed. You know, screw it. We're going for the Guderian. Poland, then USSR. Yeah, I guess because you want to do the USSR before they finish. What's the one that gives them the stability increase? You want to get them before that so you can just take out the big five. So Leningrad, Stalingrad, Moscow, and Sevastopol, I think is usually enough before they get too strong. What I always seem to want to do, playing as the Nazis, is do the little trick, bringing France into a war with Poland without the Allies joining. So you can get France and Poland early on, and then just take your time thinking about the Low Countries and England. And naval effort done. Alright, where are we? That's right, we started doing the treaty stuff there. For your plan, no, the other way. Expand dockyard facilities, U-boat. Alright, which one are we going through? Focus on the true enemy. Requires return of the Kaiser. That was the right branch, yep. So return of the Kaiser we can't do until we got 40% support for the DNVP. Deutsche Nationale Volkspartei. So we're at 32, that'll take some time. Game becomes broken if you catch Stalin by his pants during the Great Purge. Oh, I haven't actually seen that or tried it, yeah. I guess we now rebuild the nation, and then nothing there really matters. Recruitable population, 0.5% could be handy. On Bullock against Bolshevism. Factory output. Oh yes. Alright, let's push down to that while we wait for the return of the Kaiser. Alright, how are these guys actually going? Should probably bump this back up again. And what are the shortages? Motorized and light tanks. Not currently producing light tank equipment. Well, that could be problematic. Get there eventually, but let's shrink all of these down. No, we don't want to do that because then you can't access the thing. Alright, let's chuck that in front of the towed artillery. How quickly are we building these out? Should be okay. And Panzerkampfwagen 3. Do want to start researching the leopards. Screw how early it is. We're on 9%. Do we actually get any tension? Opposing Hitler was bad, and then reviving the Kaiser. Why do they hate us more than they hated the Nazis? Germany's got to be... Japan's got to be doing their thing soon. Greater East Asian Co-Prosperity Sphere, and then Marco Polo Bridge. Improved machine tools. Get out of there. Alright, what do we need? 38. It's a little early, but it's a 3% reduction, so that's fine. Now, what I do hate about changes they made to Japan is in here they got rid of the thing for declaring war on America. Haven't actually looked through enough to see if they've replaced it somewhere else in the list, but it's all about the Zaibatsus, the Manchurian project. So yeah, I don't think you can actually declare war for Pearl Harbor anymore, can you, as Japan? New National Congress triumphs. Right, we have rebuilt the nation. Where are we going? Yeah. Fan the Prussians. Hindenburg incident. Disaster was narrowly avoided. Well, Hess isn't going to jump on that anytime soon because he's in prison. Yeah. Well, they were still friendly with the Nazis until Poland, weren't they? Agreeing to give everything up. Like the Sudetenland. So I guess we have been a little more aggressive than the Nazis at any point. They hadn't even taken Austria over yet. Modification of government. Let's go with the... Hey, there's the Spanish Civil War. Weapons and research. Weapons and equipment research time. Yeah, we'll jump into that. Mauser. They still... Yeah, still the normal colours. And we have fanned Prussian militarism. Do have to do both, of course, so let's jump in there. Now, we can't go to help out the Republicans at all, can we? Join wars, where's there? Send volunteers. Need world tension at 20%. And we need 30 divisions. We have 24. Alright, construction and infantry. 37, 38. Alright, we'll jump in to start getting these guys up. All of Germany's things 35 days now. We'll start getting back into the 70s down there. Factory output plus 5%, dockyard output plus 5%. Erhardt didn't die either. The Great Red Menace. Not a problem. Alright, how are we going? 37. It's coming along. Japan has declared war on Shanxi, as we have a new and better Germany. So, Bullock against Bolshevism. Japan declares war on China. Becomes the United Front. They all joined... Let me remember this. F9. Alright, G by Sanma. It's weird though now that... what's this lot? Xinjiang joined the Chinese United Front instead of joining the Comintern. Alright, and it's still under 20%. Well, Soviets send volunteers to everyone, might get it up to 20. See, it's just dropped. And of course, there's no Axis anymore either. I suppose you can join the Allies. Need world tension at 20%, otherwise generate too much world tension compared to the faction. Could we join the Chinese? Non-aligned, -50. China is feeling threatened by us. Same ideology, major. So non-aligned just brings it down. Non-aligned don't like aligning with people, perhaps. Yeah, I don't know why they made that decision with Xinjiang. Noticed that when I was playing as the different Chinese countries, that they will join the Comintern if you don't invite them in to the, what do you call it, Chinese United Front. But otherwise, as soon as you ask them to join, they join. Don't know exactly how Chinese Xinjiang is, but yeah. You wouldn't think they'd be that easy to bring in just with that minor change they made over there. Now, how are we going with, you know, it's another ridiculous stack of infantry divisions there. A little short on motorized. Alright, Bullock against Bolshevism, done. So we'd have to finish this before we could move any further down that path. We need to, was it focus on the true enemy to assassinate Mussolini. Have to do Return of the Kaiser. That's got to be close now, doesn't it? 39.7. See how close it gets before we start losing out on that. Hopefully we don't even lose a day. Perfect timing. Okay. More than 40%. We do have more than 40%. Come on. We have 40.01%. Alright, I guess we'll do one other focus. Wasn't there another army? Army Innovations 2. Bonus on Land Doctrine, Panzerkampfwagen 3, 4, 5, Panther, and Sonderkraft Fahrzeug 11. And yet, straight out Army Experience, doesn't really matter so much. I guess 4-year plan could be useful. Research bonuses for industry. Let's just knock this one out, and we'll jump into the other one. Let's just have a look if it was just one day off being allowed to do this. No, it's only updated at the end of a month. Netherlands gets event, Germany lifts exile of Wilhelm II. Yeah, now it's doing it. So it would take till the end of the week or something for it to update. And modification to government. Industrial concern. Industrial, research time. Electronics, never bother with. Synthetic, I don't care. I just go with crop. Xinjiang is pretty Chinese. Yeah, I thought they might be. I mean, they're part of modern China, but then so is Tibet, and Tibet doesn't join in, so. Krupp is epic if you want to just mass produce tanks. I do end up doing just straight out tank armies sometimes, so yeah. So we've got Henschel for speed and reliability. Industrial research time. $39's the next lot we're doing through that. Engineering, we're knocking them out. How do you feel about encryption and decryption? Doesn't really seem to matter too much. I know there's a boost when you're in battles, but it's not clear how much difference it actually makes. Yeah, German infantry, what were they? They were just the ones that ran behind the tanks and tried to catch up, weren't they? Oh yeah, the, not that one. This one. How's our fleet doing? Still trying to finish off a battleship. 1 year. We're putting everything into it. Okay. Making the last one, and then we're going to start doing the subs. Ilya announces claims on Yugoslavia. Alright, we have finished. Return the Kaiser, please. As much as we want this hat to stay as our leader, with the old man under it. Infiltrate a defensive part of the Blitzkrieg tactic. Yeah. But isn't that why you have... where are we looking? Isn't that what the mouse and the gross tractor are for? Oh, that's right. We can start doing tigers. Then you bring in the elephants. No, the Sturm Tigers for defense. Improved infantry equipment, etc. So, 39. Do you want to do this a year ahead? At least we'd be ready to go. So make sure we're doing it on the right thing. And then nothing there yet. 39s. We do have the reduced malices. Yeah, we'll do this ahead of time. Production efficiency cap. Let's go factory output. I remember doing one campaign where I had no infantry. We had tanks, and then we had what do you call them? Request sale of airplanes. Divert bomber production, because we have none. What do we get for it? Grants consumer good factories down. Sure. Yeah, I just had Panzers and the... can't remember the full name now. The dudes here. And had no infantry. Just had motorized, mechanized. Motorized, mechanized, and Panzers. Or Leopards. Alright, East Prussia's got most of the men at the moment. Holy crap, they're all finished. Chuck half of these over here. And then grab 2 of them and put them back. Which means we have to worry a little more about what these guys are trying to join. So cancel that. And who we actually have in charge? Manteuffel Kesselring. Alright, let's actually take a look at what they can do. Infantry experts. Sure. And Diesemann. Ambusher, maximum entrenchment, recon bonus. No. German infantry doesn't entrench. And yeah, I was going to look at... do we get any of the other Germans back? Oh, we got Student. There's Rommel. Manstein, Guderian. Yeah, good. So we got all the proper people back in. Who are using at the moment? Kesselrings are 4, Rundstedts are 3. Organisation lost when moving. Alright, we need to think about Manteuffel. No, well, you know, we'll actually keep these 2 in. We'll just use the new ones when we create the new divisions. So we'll do that 20 at a time. The Kaiser has returned in the midst of ecstatic... so let's really have a C in it. Ecstatic celebrations. Wilhelm II has returned as Kaiser to the German Empire. The Netherlands is owed a debt of gratitude for allowing him safe refuge these past decades, and for refusing his extradition to our former enemies on multiple occasions. Though the nation has suffered much in the recent civil war, it is hoped that the Kaiser's return will bring further stability and unity. He shall undoubtedly need the relation well. He is an anti-democrat. Okay. Stability comes up. Imperial connections. Lots of good stuff coming down by 25%. Alright, and then we need to focus on the true enemy, obviously. Decisions available. Recall Paul von Letov-Vorbeck, who is what? He becomes a general. Sure. Achtung. Paul, saw him there. Von Letov-Vorbeck is a jungle rat. Trickster, media personality. Okay. War hero. Promotion cost. Who cares? He's got a nice hat. Let's promote him. Wilhelm II returns to the German Empire. In a surprising announcement yesterday morning, the German government officially lifted the exile on Wilhelm II. Later in the day, the old Kaiser's motorcade passed the Dutch-German border, and upon his return to Berlin, he was ceremoniously reinstated as Kaiser of the German Empire. The Kaiser has already vowed to see Germany return to its old greatness, and then it craps out, so we can't read the last sentence. Okay. Modify the government. Yeah, his hat's nowhere near as good as August's. Alright, military high command. Attrition or von Rundstedt. Recovery rate is always good. What else do we have? We have just junk. Alright, attrition versus regrouping. I mean, attrition helps with lots of stuff. Hey, Anti-Pareich. So what do you guys reckon? Von Rundstedt or von Fritsch? I'm leaning either way, really. So I'm probably leaning towards Werner. Werner or Gerd. And unassigned divisions, that's what we're waiting for. We'll start putting this third one together now. With our buddy... Cavalry officer, seriously? Old man. Do we want Rommel or do we want Guderian? Pens leader, experience factor, reconnaissance. Reckless for the planning speed. Promotion costs down because he's a war hero. Speed 5%. Yeah, screw it. We're going Guderian. And we'll sort that out properly later. But for now, everybody is going to join that. Of course, it needs to have a thing set up. Let's go sit on this border. Nothing sus. Alright, joining in down there. Hate how this starts off so close to the default colour. I'm going to be the blue army. Alright, before I forget, let's go... We'll go Werner. Then you don't have to produce as many tanks and planes. Yeah, we cover our area pretty well here. They are all in Western Poland. Could have thrown the S-Supply as well. With our... Oh, we lost a transport plane. And it's reset all of these as well. What the hell? Stupid civil wars. Oh yeah, I should go take a look at the Spanish Civil War too. How are they doing? Oh, bit of a stalemate down there. And just remembered, we actually do get this coming down eventually. Yeah, that was 4% to start with. So maybe once this comes down, we could join the Allies, potentially. Generated too much world tension compared to the faction, still. Can't annex anything. No, not with Anschluss. It just becomes unavailable. You have to choose between Rhineland and Anschluss, or opposing Hitler. Yeah, I don't really want to join the Allies. I just thought it'd be funny. Otherwise, joining the Chinese United Front could be fun. But their problem is... Where's the... That's the non-aligned -50. I think there's a bonus if you're closer to them. Maybe if we overrun the Soviets or something. Oh well. Just looking to jump into Italy when we can, maybe. Nobody will defend Italy against us. Which means we'd have to go through Austria, but I assume Austria would be defended by the Allies. He's non-aligned. He's 50% fascist, but I don't think that's going to cause him to actually flip the government. Yeah, why wouldn't Germany join the Chinese United Front? Don't we have a couple of military advisors over there at the moment? Makes perfect sense. As much as Finland joining the Axis, even though they're democratic. Or non-aligned. Hey, Husaria, 111. Speed 4 at the moment, because it felt like things were happening for a while. Well, computing machines will be done soon. What was the next research we wanted? 940, probably too early to jump into that. Armour. You know, probably go for the Panzer IVs. We'll do that next, since we're not actually producing Panzer IIIs yet. We'll jump into the Panzer IV. It'll only take a year to research. Computing machines. So, armour, Panzer IV. Am I from England? No, Australian. Go to Prague from the south. Yeah, good point. How many actual divisions do they have there? 17 to 25, and we can only see 5. They don't usually... Oh, they're probably lined up down here, so they don't worry too much about Poland. Yeah, it's going to be a long time till we can actually start justifying. Has to be at 50%. I don't see how it can actually get to 50% when Germany's not fascist. Because world tension doesn't even really get that high, unless Germany's being naughty. Masaria's from Poland. Well, you should feel good, buddy. You're quite safe at the moment. Did the Soviets ever declare their own war against Poland? I don't think they do. Anti-fascist, anti-capitalist, demand Eastern Poland. There is a thing way down there. Yeah, maybe eventually Stalin will be the aggressive expander. From Slovakia. It's the eastern end, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, how's the fleet going? Yeah, we've jumped into the submarines now. Cool. Which means we actually should have a look. If I remember which freaking menu it is, this one. Might as well. Alright, let's get some more oil from the Soviets. Not the full amount. Tungsten would be a good idea, though. Let's get tungsten from Sweden. Okay. We have focused on the true enemy, which is way over here. Alright, rebuild the High Fleet's seat is necessary to assassinate Mussolini. Research bonus for battlecruisers, battleships, and super heavy battleships. Battleship production cost comes down. Oh, cool. Not that we're going to build anymore. The army is surprisingly small, yes. The Civil War just stripped it of everyone good. And even though we didn't kill them in the war, they disappeared and went home anyway. Guess we arrested them all when we arrested the High Command. And I really wish this guy had kept the other guy's hat. He's got a bigger moustache, but his hat's just terrible. Look at that ugly hat. And his thingo... Oh, God. Kingdom of Romania. Where's Monocle Man? He was Romanian, wasn't he? Hungarian, Bulgarian, Yugoslavian. He's got the best looking uniform, but he had the best monocle, and we had the best hat. It's all falling apart. What's happening to the world? Yeah, manpower. I think it's come up. I didn't look at it before. Diverted bomb production is no longer there. We're no longer rebuilding the nation either. Oh, it's 38. Yeah, I didn't check what the manpower was before the Civil War. During the Civil War is 600 and something thousand. 999. Yeah, not too bad. Yeah, we ought to make lose the fascist songs, don't we? Heroes of El Alamein. Axis theme. Is that the good one? Can't remember. Alright, modify the government. We still don't have any political advisors because we can't get anything good unless we're fascist. It's really annoying both of the silent workhorses need you to be fascist. Panzerlied. How far down the list is it? Becomes the next question. Pencil lead. That one, yeah. And might as well turn it back up a little. Music volume up one notch, otherwise it gets a little overbearing. Alright, modification of government. What do we have access to? War industrialist. Military factory construction speed. Hell yes, get Volta Funk. And then we're doing a bunch of toad artillery. We need to do the mechanized, motorized. You know, they work out pretty well. Then we're going to need to add the medium tanks at some point as well. Before tactical bombers, after the Kaz. So you know what, let's go have less of them until that fills up. Yugoslavian fighter competition, air experience up. Great. Licensed production of Messerschmitt 109s. Sure, we'll help them out. Enemy of our enemy is our grudging friend. You like Willie? Yeah, I just hate his hat. It's a horrible hat. He needs the big furry, ridiculously oversized hat that, what was his name? August had. Why didn't we get Prussian Princess as the Empress? I haven't actually seen that one. And Hindenburg didn't crash. I assume that's what does it, maybe? The spike. Yeah, but you don't even get to see the top of the spike. Just looks like a pole sticking out of the top of his head. But the other one, August, has the little skull on the front of his furry hat. Concentrated industry. Right, it is midway through 38. Let's jump into production efficiency cap. No, we need construction speed. I think that's the end of our bonuses on that. Yeah. Alright. Can we boost other countries? I have no idea. Let's go to France. Can't boost popularity of other ideologies, and your ideology's popularity can't be boosted. No. So you can't do it as non-aligned. And what are we actually up to here? Ooh, taken over. 46%.